No, that's too far. Hello. Welcome back to WickedWorks. We're going to do wiring on the single cab today because it needs to be done. All right, so we're gonna try to get some wiring done today, but I want to show you some stuff that I've kind of done already off camera. So I used this bum short block to grind the bell housing out for it to accept a 12-volt flywheel. Because this is 6-volt, it has a different size starter bushing than what a 12-volt starter would use. Now, they do make adapter bushings to put a 12-volt starter on a 6-volt bell housing. But those are, hard to find locally. But what I can get locally is an auto stick starter, which is self-supporting and doesn't use a bushing. So I wanted to make sure that that would actually, bolt up and work with the 12-volt flywheel, so I hooked everything up and why won't you work now? You were working before. Well, that's infuriating. I had this doing things yesterday, so why are you doing things now? Well, I still don't really know what's going on here, so I'm just going to do some continuity testing. Hope that it's a ground issue, because that's what it was yesterday. So we have, can I get some screaming at me? Okay, so that's working, and that's not working. That's good. Got the continuity to ground, and I have continuity to the starter. So why won't you work? All right. Rachel's here to help, which will be fun because she doesn't know anything about wiring, and so far neither do I.
I took physics classes, several physics classes.
Okay, fix my bus.
I never took any applied wiring classes.
So like I said, you don't know much of nothing, and apparently neither do I. All right, well, I'm going to make her crawl under and verify that the signal wire is getting signal, which is why she's got the asbestos glasses on. So she's got that on there. And when I crank this, she should see a number. So I'm cranking it now.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
What is it reading?
It's going down. It's like 190-ish. 180-ish.
Okay. So what if I do this? How about now?
Nope. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Huh. All right. Okay, so leave that wire off and come on back up here. So hopefully, when you touch that spade, it should scream at you. Remember, you're touching the wire, not the post on the starter.
Yep. Sorry, this is a little tricky to get my arms into.
Right.
I'm touching the spade.
What's it reading?
Overload.
Huh. Okay.
It is not connected.
All right, hold on. Just hold it there for a sec.
Holding.
Still nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Huh. All right. All right, disconnect it and come on back up here. Rachel's under here again trying to clean that connector off, hoping that it might be that. We noticed that the continuity wasn't consistent over the whole thing. So we're going to try to wire brush it and then maybe try to curl the sides over and make it a little tighter and try it again. Yeah.
Those are Mario voices?
You know, just for funsies, hit it with the key again. Not a goddamn thing. Okay, hold it and crank. All right, let it go.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Nothing.
Are you holding it?
Yeah.
Let it go. Try it again.
Hang on. It's not turning.
Turn it back. Now do it.
Okay, nothing.
F***ing kidding me.
What is it?
It's a shit starter.
That's super annoying.
Oh, f***ing Christ.
Are you alright? Did you shock yourself?
No.
Do you need safety glasses?
No.
You okay, honey?
Yes. Okay. It's another day. Rachel and I were trying to do some electrical stuff yesterday and didn't get very far, so this is the starter that was in there, and I'm going to show you the problem that I'm having with this. So this should just start pretty immediately, and it doesn't do that. So I've got everything powered up, nothing, but I can feel the solenoid go, and if I, you know, pound it on the ground, kind of knock it loose, then it, then she goes. With the button, doesn't do nothing. Garbage. And then again, okay? Thankfully, for some reason, I already had another one of these on the shelf that I apparently didn't know about. And this one works great. Never mind. Come on, man. Serious? All right, that's good enough for me. There will be gratuitous cursing if this doesn't work. Okay, great. So now that works. All right, so now that I got that good, I'm going to put the ignition switch back in the dash. And then really the only thing beyond that is like sorting the lights out. I'm running down to South Kingston tomorrow to pick up a whole bunch of parts, which will pretty much allow me to put the engine in. The only thing I won't have immediately is the fuel sending unit. I'm hoping I'll actually have enough room to, well, I'll probably put the tank in and put a little bit of gas in it so that I can plumb it and make sure the motor runs while I wait for the sending unit. And then, you know, it's easy enough to pull the tank out. I'm not too concerned about it, but for right now, we're going to try to sort the lights, hopefully. Okay, so doing some checks with the wipers at the moment. Got the switch here. For some reason, this like rheostat thing was in place somehow. I don't know, but it was getting real hot the other day. So we're going to get rid of that. I want to check the wiper switch and make sure that it's working correctly. So we're going to do a continuity check. It is currently off. Nothing. So if I turn it on, you should have something. These are really basic switches, so they usually don't fail. Yep. Okay, so that's good. So in theory, as long as the wiper is working, if I can get power to go through this, then the wiper should work. I also think I'm gonna rearrange my switches a little bit. Originally, the wiper switch was over here. It looks like the headlight switch was the first one to the right of the speedo, and then I had an emergency flasher switch over here. And I don't really like that the emergency flasher switch was over here when the warning light for it's over here. So what I'm probably going to do is swap the headlight switch with the flasher switch so that it's close to this, and that this is close to the wipers, and then the headlights are where they should be. So before I do that, I'm going to see if I can apply power to the wiper motor and get it to do something, hopefully. So give me a minute while I rig some wires up here. All right, so in theory, I've got the wiper motor grounded and I've got power on it. It's a 1-speed motor, so in theory, when I hook up the battery, this should start doing something. Well, it doesn't sound too happy. Oh, yeah, that's cooking. Okay. Well, probably gonna end up pulling that out. All right, it's another day. I made a little bit of progress with wiring yesterday, but not a lot. I've got like a lot of bulbs and stuff to do, but I went down and got my parts to get the motor together so that I can put that in the bus. So I'm going to do that now. Alternator, clutch, belty things, and I think I've got a coil. I'm probably going to replace this carburetor at some point, but it's good enough for who it's for right now. So I'm going to do them bits, and then we're going to shove this in the bus and start wiring everything up. And maybe today it'll run off the key. Maybe. We might be doing a 3 bolts is better than no bolts situation here, because I don't think I'll be able to get that back one on a doghouse in a bus. Garbage out. What do you mean? Oh, it's in. Okay. Great. All right. All right, we can do nuts now. All right, just for funsies, I want to make sure that this is still rotating. All right, doesn't sound like it's hitting nothing, so I think we're okay. All right, let me continue getting this bolted in here. All right, apparently the bell housing still needs some clearancing, so I'm just gonna use the starter and hope it doesn't blow up. I want to see how bad the apron's gonna hit. I don't want to cut the apron, but I may just kind of bend it out of the way if I have to. Oh no, that's good enough for me. Good enough for the kind of girls I date. Oh, wait, never mind. What are we hitting here? Yeah. All right, I was wrong. It hits a little bit. It'll bend itself. I can deal with a little vibration. Yeah. Look at that. All right. So motor's in. I still got to wire things up. I got to find wires because there's a lot of stuff missing. Still some parts I got to buy. I don't have a fuel pump. Not one that works with an alternator anyway. So I got to get a fuel pump. Got to get sending unit. And then she'll be ready to drive at that point, or at least try to. I got to bend that out of the way. I did leave the bolt on this side out. I do not advise doing that. Don't do that. Always put all your bolts in. I'm just lazy and dumb. I would never do that on a customer car, but I don't care about my own misery, so I'm not going to bother. Unfortunately, I am out of time for this week. I'm going to try to edit everything tonight so that I can have this ready for you guys on Friday. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends. You can follow me on Instagram at WickedWorks. Hoping to have some new t-shirts ready for pre-order soon, so keep an eye out for that. And we will see you at the next one.